God, incredible God, incredible God. You're an incredible God, incredible God, incredible God. Hi guys, so I'm live now, I guess. Oh Jesus, such an incredible God. Hi besties. So in the last 1 week I've been calling people on my Facebook my besties. I don't even know, like I have a very interesting mix on Facebook. I've got people who are old enough to be my parents on Facebook. I have my age mates. I have those I'm older than. I have those I'm younger than, who not necessarily are old enough to be my age. But yeah, I've just been calling everybody bestie, and I've gotten some very interesting messages since I started calling them bestie. Old people wanting to be my besties. Can you imagine? Oh, such an incredible day. Hi everybody. Okay, so nobody's online yet, but I trust that would all come online. This is it's going to be an amazing time, really. Just want to share. It's just time for us to just talk about stuff and hit the road, Jack. I don't come back no more. Oh, our speaker is here, so let me just let her in. Hi, Daisy. Can't wait to have you on board. I know our network is networking, but we'll be fine. Hi, Daisy. Yay!
Hello.
Nice to have you here. Oh, such a blessing. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, so we're finally doing it. We're finally going live, and we're finally taking care of this project that we've been on for a while.
Yeah.
I can't even just see online what has been happening in the last 3 hours, but all I know is that we are finally here, and I'm happy that we are here, even if it's just the two of us right now. But we'll just start gisting because I know you have to go pick the kids
Yeah.
from school. So let me
Yeah.
just start off. Okay, so I'll introduce my guest for today. Her name is Desola Mamukuyo,
Yeah.
a certified chartered
Do you
accountant,
see how
a financial analyst. I like to remember the finance part. I like to remember you the way I know you, as a financial guru. Don't mind what motherhood has done right now, but I see you blazing the trail. I see you doing a lot of things, and I know that the world has not seen most of it, but I am proud of you. I like what you're doing. Well done, sis. Well done. So today we're just going to be gisting, and today is a day for gisting, and since you're not a vendor, we're just going to have fun. I'm going to invite some brides that I've worked with
Yeah.
in the past, and you are the first person I'm inviting today. I'll re-upload this video so that other people can watch it both on Instagram and on Facebook later today. So let's just okay. So Daisy, I know you did your wedding yourself, like you planned your wedding by yourself. Well, should I say by yourself? But tell me, how was your experience? How did you do it? What did you do?
I think I had thank you so much for that question. Let me just say thank you. Planning that wedding for myself. I wouldn't say I planned my wedding for myself. It looked like it, but I had so many sure plugs in place. I had Isioma, you. Then it wasn't this. I think as soon as they got to know that Desola was getting married, he carried it like government job.
Yeah, I remember.
I think it was a prayer answered for too many people. So they just felt that they needed to help her do what she has to do. She shouldn't do it alone.
Yeah.
And okay, Desola is always working. She doesn't, this is not her strength. So they knew that they had to help out. And Isioma and my siblings just, got together because Isioma is actually family. So basically, she's more or less like my sister.
Exactly. I wanted to say, why are you defining siblings? What's the difference between me and Laulu, for instance? I beg you.
So they just got together and they just started planning everything. They kept calling me. I didn't even have a notebook to write anything down. I remember Isioma Laulu would just say, "Have you gotten this one done?" No. Have you got this? No. Do you have a gown? No. We are the nothing. I basically knew nothing. But maybe when it comes to accounting and finance, I knew my onions.
Yeah.
Any morning, I know all of that. When it comes to God, I know. But that bit of planning for the wedding, I really had no clue. So Isioma, Laolu, and my sister Ayolua and Bola, 4 of them just got to work and they got it running. I got engaged in August ending. Yes, and I got
I
married.
was going to come to that. I wasn't sure you were going to mention it, but I was going to come to it to say this wedding was like a less than 3 months planning something. So how was your experience? Because I know I remember faintly something that happened during the wedding, especially when it came to vendor selection. Yes, you are not glitch. I come against you in Jesus' name. So you're back. Yeah. Was that my network or your network? Okay, I can't hear you again. Can you hear me? Okay, please just ask to be added, and I'll add you again. Hi, everybody. I'm so happy that you are here with me. You are my besties. I don't know why I'm calling you bestie. I'm still laughing about it. So, Desola, please, if you're here, please request to be added again, and I will add you right on. So I am too Yoruba to call people by name. There's so much Yoruba in me. So I wanted to say, I want to call people by their Instagram handles, but if I go and call my mother's mate by her first name. Okay, that's Desola coming back on. Yes, go live with Daisy. Okay, Lord. Thank you. Oh, great. Nice to have you again.
Yes.
Yes, I can hear you now. Okay. So I was saying before, because I know that you really need to rush. You need to run up. So I want to ask all the questions sharp.
Please
so it should just be me and you.
Okay.
Just be me for the remaining 15 minutes. So I was saying that what I remember about your wedding is you probably didn't know how to go about it, but I knew that you knew what you wanted.
Yes.
The certain standard that you're not willing to drop.
Yeah.
So no matter what we threw in your face, you had a standard, you had a budget, and I think with you it was easy because being an accountant and a financial person, you had a budget that you were going to stick to, and which was very good. It really helped us know what to do.
Yeah.
And then you also had a standard that you didn't want to go below. So how was it for you selecting vendors? Where did you source for vendors? And
I sourced for vendors with help with all of you, with all my siblings.
Who sent you to bring this person now?
Nothing.
No, but I remember that you brought the photographer. I don't know who introduced the photographer to you.
Yes.
But I remember that photographer. You brought him.
So a lot of photographers were sent to me, and I told them this was my budget. I mean,
okay.
And I told them I could not afford the Tara, the household called Tara, and I said I have one of the girls. So to have all of those brand names, I actually had a because of weight. So as much as Arazi had to step the budget, I was not going to run my into any going into. So I had that rule, that guy.
I'm starting to check what time it is so that I'm sure that I'm not pushing you beyond. I'm not pushing you beyond the time that we agreed. Okay, so the big question is, if you now, how do I put this? If you are going to get married again to the same guy, yeah, don't let me say the wrong thing. You're going to get married again. Would you do it the same way, or would you get? Do you think it would have been easier if you had a paid planner on board, or do you think planners are overrated? No, I'm not saying this because I don't want you to answer because you know what I do. I want you to say, based on your own experience working on your own wedding, how do you think you would have handled it differently?
Okay, for me, I would get planners. I always tell people, you must know your strength and you must know your weakness. I may have the money to do it, but I don't think that's any of my strengths. So for me, I personally I like people done for me. So basically, I could go work for the money, but I feel work. So people that are trained and have the skill for planning a wedding, please take the burden off your shoulders and sleep well. One of my strength is sleeping. So anything that is going to distract me from having a good sleep, please, I'll take it off my list completely. And one of those things is shopping. Shopping for a gown, shopping for cake, shopping for a makeup artist, shopping. Please, I don't have that time. I only have 24 hours. So go work for me and let my money also work for me.
Yeah.
That's the way I look at it.
But what if, I know you can afford a planner right now. I'm just thinking about brides who can't afford one. What would you recommend for them?
Okay, right.
I know I'm putting you on the spot right now, but yeah, some brides can't afford a planner. They feel that the price, they just can't afford it. Economy is biting and everything. They just can't afford it.
If you cannot afford a planner, then you have to sit down and do the work yourself. Yeah, you have to sit. If you cannot afford a planner, like I would say, nobody should go to marriage with a deficit. You cannot run your bank account because, or you want to keep up with the Joneses. No. If you cannot afford a planner, please, it is not a do or die affair. And please do and take up the headache. Transfer the headache. We have something we call transfer pricing. Please transfer that headache to the people that handle the headaches.
Okay, so one of the reasons that I'm sure this is, I don't know if it's going to hit you, but I know you know about this project, but probably did not expect that I'll be talking about it today. So there's this project I've been working on for a while. You know about it. It's the Miss to Mrs. handbook. Yeah. So I designed a handbook, a workbook for brides. I used to call it a journal. My star said it's too loaded to be called a journal because a journal doesn't have a lot of information in it, but this has a lot of information concerning vendor selection and just writing down your thoughts about your wedding. So I'm going to introduce it to the market as not as an alternative to a planner. No, you still need a planner, but it will help your planner. So when you get your workbook, your Miss Mrs. workbook, and you fill in all the spaces like the name of the venue for the wedding, venue selection is one of the major challenges. We're going to be having some vendors come talk to us about how to select a venue, because most times, even as a planner, I realize that brides have done most of the work that we should do, and I don't know why they are paying. Okay, I know why they are paying. Of course, they have to pay, but they still want to, despite the fact that they have a planner, they want to do vendor selection by themselves. There's a vendor that they have seen somewhere, there's an MC that they have seen work at their friend's wedding, or there's a caterer that they have enjoyed her food, or there's this cake person that I love the cake that she bakes. I want her to repeat the design for me. That's fine. But what questions are you going to ask your vendors? That's what this workbook is all about. So we're going to have a list of questions you ask. In selecting who will bake your cake, for instance, some questions you need to know. There are some questions you need to know before you go to the baker. I also bake. So there are times that brides come to me and they want a cake. And there are questions I ask them that they really did not know. They didn't prepare for the answers. How many tiers do you want? Do you want it all white? Do you want your colors introduced to the cake? What exactly is a turn off for you? What's a deal breaker for your cake? You know, all those questions. What flavors do you want? Do you want cutouts for your guests? Do you want the cutouts to be on the table, or you want them to be served separately? You know, questions like that will be highlighted in the workbook. So I just giving you a hint on what the cake part for is. That's not even exhaustive, but there's a lot more. Contracts for what you need to, what's your responsibility to your baker, and what's your baker's responsibility to you. All those things are highlighted in that workbook. So this workbook is not supposed to replace the planner. That's not the intention. Still get a planner, but just in case you can't afford the planner, then you can use the workbook to get your planning done. But if you can afford the planner, please fill out the details and then send it out to your planners to use, because then the planners get to understand what the brides want more. For instance, many brides try to communicate their dream wedding to the decorator, and most times they can't. They just can't, not because they don't want to, but the decorator is seeing a different picture than what they are seeing. But if you have highlighted your colors, what kind of tables do you want? What do you want on your tables? You probably will not be able to fill all that information. But your decorator will be able to fill. So you'll be able to ask the decorator, okay, what options do I have for my tables? Can I get floral center pieces? Do we have options for pearls?
Okay.
Because I've seen some wedding decor with pearls instead of what they call it, floral centerpiece, and it was amazing. What colors are the napkins going to be? Are we having a full setting with wine glasses and drinking glasses? You know, all that detail you need to know, right? You need to communicate this to your planner. So when your planner is dealing with your decorator, they can then know, oh, this is what the bride asked for. She requested for drinking glasses, so let's give her a budget based on what she has asked for. It just helps you communicate better with your planner and the other vendors eventually. So for the MC, for instance, you need to know, there's some questions you need to ask your MC. The MC is not just about coming to play games. Who plays the loudest games? Who makes the loudest noise and all that? There's so much more. And even in picking your planner, sometimes we pick planners based on the kind of pictures we see on their page. Meanwhile, there's more to it. So I'm going to get the planner. I have a very interesting planner coming on board next week, and I can't wait to even ask her some questions. I'm going to let you go now because I see that it's 20 minutes past 8 already, and we had a deal, right? So you need to go pick up the boys. I understand that. Thank you so much for coming online. Thank you, everybody who has joined us. I'm so grateful. Thanks, Desola. Thanks for being someone I could count on. God bless you.
Amen. Thank
love you, love you, love you, love you.
Bye.
All right. Bye. Thank you so much for coming online. I'm so grateful to everybody who's joined us. I'm going to save the video and then post it on our page, and I'll try to post it on Facebook too for those who were not able to join, to just enjoy the 20 minutes that we had here. So we're going to have it, because I'm having it like 3 times a week, and I don't want to burn up all your data. We're going to be having it shoki. But next week, on Thursday, it's going to be very interesting. It's going to be very interesting. I'm just begging you guys, come on Thursday, because it's going to be very, very interesting. So I have a relationship with my brides. Even after the wedding, we still talk. And I see this, there are times that as Christians, especially the Christian brides, there are questions we don't ask. So this doctor is going to come and ask us, to show us what questions to ask. He's going to tell us. He's going to give us the secrets. So you will not get married and then wait unnecessarily for children. I've seen people wait unnecessarily because they've had, for instance, they find out that they are growing a beard and don't understand why. Some brides don't ever see a gynecologist until they start finding out that they've been delayed in marriage. I said delayed in marriage, delayed in childbearing. So at what point do you go to your gynae? Who is your gynae? What does the gynae do to you? Why should you see a gynecologist? What do you expect from your gynecologist? Questions that we really will not ask our mommy. Come and ask this doctor. He's willing to answer all the questions without holding back. So Thursday will be an amazing time. Please come, come, come. I look forward to having you. Thank you so much, Daisy, once again for coming. I'm very grateful. So thank you everybody for coming on live. I'm grateful that you joined me. You made this very interactive, and I'm grateful for the gifts of you. So when the workbook is out in October, I'll let you know where to get it. But I think that we should be able to pre-order from next week. So I think pre-ordering should start from the 3rd of September. I'll keep you posted. Thank you for coming. Bye. Bye, Daisy.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
God bless you.
Thank you. Love you.
Love you. Love you. Love you. Love you. Love you. Love you. Oh, some people had asked to join. Sorry.